All right, folks, Elon Musk and DOGE are finding fraud everywhere, and that's the subject of the riff. So, if you think there's no waste, fraud, abuse, or corruption in the federal government, as many Democrats that want to stop Elon Musk and the Department of Government Efficiency keep telling us, think again. After just a few weeks, the evidence is mounting, and the numbers are growing larger. Now, let me start with Elon Musk's Social Security database discovery that 20.7 million beneficiaries are over the age of 100, including 3.9 million in the 130 to 139 age range, and more than 3.5 million in the 140 to 149 range, and over 1.3 million in the 150 range. Seriously, does anybody believe they're still alive? The former director of the Social Security Administration tried desperately to keep DOGE out of Social Security. No wonder. Much of it's a scam. Well, how much? Well, Robert Sterling, a former Marine and a former M&A specialist at Koch Industries, he's currently a managing partner at EV Partners, he calculates that $522 billion, which is 1/3 of all spending on Social Security each year, could be fraudulent. He arrives at it by calculating the U.S. Census Bureau says there's 101,000 living centenarians. Okay, 101,000. The average monthly benefit around $2,100 times 12 months equals $522 billion, or 1/3 of all Social Security spending. It's incredible, absolutely incredible. Now, I get it. The DOGE people will review carefully all these numbers. But something is surely fraudulently remiss in the Social Security Administration. But there's going to be a lot more. A couple of $1 billion at HUD was misplaced and recovered by DOGE. Lee Zeldin discovered a $20 billion slush fund at EPA that should not be spent. The Wall Street Journal editorial page cited a Government Accountability Office report last spring that estimated the federal government could lose between $233 billion and $521 billion annually to fraud. GEO earlier estimated between $100 and $135 billion of fraudulent pandemic unemployment benefits. Even the IRS paused processing pandemic employee retention tax credits because they soared from $55 billion initially to over $230 billion and counting now. Believe it or not, HHS last year estimated $85 billion in improper payments in Medicare and even Medicaid, even though they really haven't done anything about it, far as we know. And the DOGE team is just getting started. But you know, the growing pile of fraud and corruption is going to keep on growing. There hasn't been a serious financial audit in a long time. Way back when Bill Clinton and Al Gore talked about it. Even Obama talked about it. But the key point is with Elon Musk's jet fuel driving this process, President Donald Trump's audit is going to be implemented, and legal scholars are pointing out that the Musk team is made up of political appointees who are now, of course, government federal employees, and they must be permitted to do their job, and you can bet they will do just that. And that's exactly what people voted for, isn't it? And that's the riff.